It's time for the mailbag!
And our next segment is Din and Rish's Mailbag.
Alright guys, so we have quite a few letters. We're still digging through the backlog of them. My entire closet is full of letters.
Oh, well.
And it's making it difficult to, grab new clothes.
Maybe I should buy you a filing cabinet.
Maybe. That might help. For a while. But, anyways, we're going to get right into it. Our first question is from Teenage Link, and he asks, what was your favorite Zelda game as far as the storyline?
Well, I'd probably pick Majora's Mask, as it had a very unique storyline. Whereas games like Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time, I'd probably lump Wind Waker in there. I'd say even like Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks. The basic idea is you're going to do a bunch of dungeons to obtain whatever to make it to the final boss. I mean, I guess Majora's Mask is like that too. I don't know. Majora's Mask seems different in terms of storyline.
Okay, so Majora's Mask is your favorite.
That's not my favorite.
Well, what's your favorite?
My favorite Zelda game is Ocarina of Time. We've been over that.
As far as the storyline goes.
Is Majora's Mask.
Okay, that's what I meant. That's what I meant, Tim.
What's yours?
Okay, mine, I still have to say Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Just because that's the way it is.
Okay.
Okay. The next question comes from Go Dark Link. And the question is, what was the first Legend of Zelda game you've played? And thanks to that, is it your favorite or one of your favorites?
First Zelda game I ever played was Ocarina of Time, the original on the Nintendo 64. And yes, it is my favorite, I would say. Overall, Majora's Mask is my favorite in terms of storyline. Ocarina of Time is my favorite overall.
Fair enough. One of my favorites I'd have to say is Ocarina of Time.
But that's not the first one you played.
No. One of the first ones I've played actually was the original Zelda that had the gold cartridge for the NES.
Woo!
Yes, I'm dating myself a little bit by saying that, but you know what? It was a fantastic game, and I don't care what anyone says.
Aww.
I think everybody should replay the original.
Yeah.
Although its difficulty curve is quite a bit different.
Yeah, well, we don't need to get into that.
Alright, our next question is from Locarina of Time. And they ask, hey Din, hey Rish, what's your favorite mask in Majora's Mask and why?
Well, that's easy for me.
Oh geez, here we go.
I picked the bunny hood.
Because it's cute?
Well, yeah, but more because it makes you more agile. And you can... You don't have to roll everywhere. You can just book it all the way across Termina Field.
Okay, so you like it because it's cute.
Were you even listening to me?
Yes, and because it makes you, like, uber fast.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the marching mask was kind of cool. But you only used it once to get the bunny hood, ironically. I just realized that.
Yeah. I have to say that my favorite mask is actually the bomb mask.
Oh!
Because as long as you remembered to put up your shield, it was awesome. You just blew everything up. It's like, you're not searching for bombs, you just use the mask.
How many times did you blow yourself up?
A couple before I remembered I needed my shield.
Oh, good.
Never to death. Just injured.
That could have been fun.
No.
Kaboom! Game over.
No. That's the worst game over screen I've ever heard of.
Oh.
Our next question comes from Iron Knuckle 22, and he asks, do you think the 3DS version of Ocarina of Time or the original version of Ocarina of Time is better?
Does anybody want to take a guess what I think?
Original!
Yeah, because I like the original of everything. But, you know, there were, or are, I guess I'm playing it right now, so it's present tense, really good things about the new one. I do like the graphics improvement. I think it's great. I think it's really cool. I think it adds a lot to the game. I also think that it becomes irrelevant after a while. It's no longer... I mean, after you get used to it, it's like, okay, cool. The graphics are good.
Yeah.
And the novelty wears off, you know?
Yeah. I really like the quick boss battle
Yeah, that's cool.
kind of thing that they've got going on. Plus the fact it's bundled with Master Quests is just awesome for those of us that don't have Master Quests.
You could have borrowed mine.
Yeah, I could have, but yeah. You were busy playing it last
Sorry.
time I asked.
Sorry.
That's alright. Fayer's Wind asks, have you heard of the Zelda project?
Of course we've heard of the Zelda project. Zelda Dungeon actually posted some stuff of theirs.
We had some news about their stuff, and if you want to see some of their stuff, well, you can search it on Google. The Zelda project. It comes up like right away.
First link.
And the second link was Zelda Dungeon.
Woohoo!
Go figure, right? Anyways, also, Fayer's Wind asks, do you think that Nintendo would make a Zelda movie if the fans demanded it?
No.
Because I think a movie will increase the number of fans.
Okay. I think Nintendo does what they want. I think that's pretty obvious now. That's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, they make good games for us, so doing what they want has worked. But I don't think demanding anything will get us anywhere if you really want a movie. But we did answer a couple questions about movies in the earlier mailbags.
And the general consensus is that it might make Zelda more widespread known, but I think it won't bring any new fans and might actually get rid of some of our old fans.
I think you run the risk of disappointing too many people.
I agree, because everybody's mental image of the story is slightly different.
Right.
And it's just like making a movie from a book.
Well, and there's so much story with Zelda. You can't pick and choose. And if you picked to choose to do Ocarina of Time because it's, the game and the most center in terms of story, then someone's going to be upset that you didn't do
Majora's Mask, or Twilight Princess,
or Wind
or
Waker,
Minish Cap,
or Phantom Hour. You're never going to please everybody, and it would be so long. The movie would be so long, and if you split it up, then people are upset that it's split up, and
you just can't win with a movie. So I'm going to say no. Din?
No.
No. So that's 2 no's from Din and Rish.
There you go.
So Z-Talk says no. Anyways, guys, that's all the time we have for the mailbag today.
But keep sending in your questions. We love to hear you guys. We're hoping to get some more voice questions. Those are always great. But the mail questions are great too.
Yeah, so keep sending both. For the voice questions, guys, just look in the description below. We're going to remind you guys what you can send us in the way of files for voice questions, because we can't open some files and we have to do a lot of extra work for others.
We have to convert lots.
So we want to try to keep it a certain 1 or 2 file
MP3,
types.
guys. MP3s work. They're
M4As.
And M4As, which are iTunes files.
So, yeah, if it can play in iTunes, you can send it to us. Anyways, that's all we have time for
the mailbag, and we will move on.
And we'll talk to you guys right away here.
Yeah.